It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert going deep here for Allen. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They run again on first down. Cook. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Charger drive about to get going. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. Open here, Adam Thielen. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. He'll get this to Nwangu. And some room to roam now. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. More from L.A. in a moment. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a run with Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4 yards remain for second down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings. on first down. It's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, Cook, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run with Cook, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Herbert. this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Cook running right. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the